Yeah, challenge for the day. Showed up at my aircraft here. I'm supposed to pick it up, tow it back. Had some electrical work I needed to do. And this is the condition of the nose wheel. So then the question is, how am I going to fix it so I can tow it? If you have one of those electro tugs with the thing on the front, you can actually hook the strap underneath the foot plate, hook it onto the tail tie-down ring way back there, and pull the tail down so the nose goes up in the air. But this is the other side of the airport, and our electro won't go that far. So then when you get right down under here, you can actually see that part of the nose wheel fork is exposed. So let's see if we can maybe get a trolley jack underneath that. And the answer is no, this trolley jack will not work. So the next thing we do is Piper didn't provide us with any jack points, but if you see those ribs underneath the belly, that's actually the structure of the aircraft, because the belly skin is the same panel you stand on when you get in. There's just a piece of carpet on top of it to make it the floor. So we're gonna rig something up here. So here we go. We got our 2x6 or 8 up here, sitting very firmly on these ribs that are, as I said, the backbone of the airplane. Then we have our 4x4 sitting on the saddle of the trolley jack. And we're going to very carefully jack this up so we can get that nose wheel off. So here goes nothing. Struts extending. And believe it or not, this is just a random 4x4 I had around the shop. This isn't even something carefully cut to be just the right length. But what I'm trying to get here is the ability that I can roll that nose wheel around until I can get to the valve stem, if it's even still sticking through the wheel. Let's see if I can put air in it. And if we have a miracle, there we go, nose wheel's clear. Maybe we can put air in and tow it back. If not, we're gonna have to change a tube this morning. So we got our handy dandy little air compressor pumped up. Had to plug it in somewhere else. Actually, amazingly enough, valve stem is still through the wheel. Usually when you find a wheel in this shape, it means it was flat before it got here, when it's all the way off the bead like that. So now we'll find out if it'll take air or not. Well, amazingly enough, it's up, but that sound is not hopeful. That valve stem is torn. I can probably tow this back before it goes flat, but I wouldn't go any further than that, and definitely wouldn't fly with a hissing valve like this, or hissing tube like this. What do you know? Made it to the other side of the airport, and the tire is still leaking, but it was a slow enough leak that we didn't end up with an aircraft disabled in the middle of the runway or something. So the strap going underneath the foot, and then coming up and holding the tail of the aircraft down, so that your nose wheel is off the ground and able to be worked on. Just another trick to do with a electro tug. Well, here's the hole. That's all it takes to have one side of the tire really flat, even though the rest of it looks good. Just that little split right there on the rubber. That right there is how you get an airplane with a flat tire off the taxiway. That's not really the official thing. That's actually dollies like you can buy at Harbor Freight. But for small planes like this, it works.